What is a series finale that you actually really liked? So, we've talked a lot about how a lot of shows have ended lackluster for the most part. Lost, Game of Thrones in Mara's case, the Sopranos. The way these shows go out isn't always satisfying, and I want to know what season finale you guys actually, or series finale you guys actually really enjoyed. For me, it was actually one that I just watched, which was Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai was 100% fan service the whole way through, and they ended it with as much fan service as possible.
Did they ever hold on? Because last I saw of Cobra Kai was right before the last season before they talked about doing that world tournament thing. So from that point on, did old girl from the next Karate Kid ever show up?
No, Hilary Swank never shows up.
Boo! Okay, go ahead, keep going.
But you should really watch that because I think that's the final season, and it was in 2 parts. And I just watched the second part, so you should really watch the final season because if you are a fan of the Karate Kid and if you've watched everything up until now and you've seen the arc and where everything's going, you're really going to appreciate the season finale. I won't spoil anything, or the series finale. It goes out perfectly. I couldn't think of a better way to go out. Also, the tournament itself, Travis, is so badass.
Okay.
So badass.
Perhaps I'll check it out one day. No, I don't have Netflix right now, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they went up again. I'm like, no, fuck you, So maybe 1 month I'll do it once there's, a couple of things on there that I want to watch all at once, and I'll get it, binge those things for a month and then drop it again because fuck that. What about you, Sharknado? What do you love besides the finale of Game of Thrones?
Don't play like that. So there's a few series finales that I really enjoyed. Dexter is not up there either. Dexter's on the same list as Game of Thrones. But I really did enjoy the Vampire Diaries series finale. White Collar, because White Collar kind of ended on like there's hope for Neil. Suits I really enjoyed, but also it kind of just leads right into, I guess, well, not leads right into, but it could, it spins off into Suits LA, so I'll get more of that back. Ted Lasso was a really good series finale, even though it left me still wanting more, because like I think I was sitting there with Chris, and I think once I realized that was it, I was like, so when does the next season come out? He was like, no, that was the series finale. And I was like, what do you mean? I love this show. What do you mean? They're not going to find some way for Ted to just come back to the UK? No?
It sounds like they're bringing Ted Lasso back, though.
No. What?
I thought I saw that they were bringing Ted Lasso back.
Well, I don't think they're doing that. There's a bunch of other stories that they can build up off of, because Ted's story technically was supposed to wrap only because like he went back to the States. Spoiler alert, but by this point you should have finished it. He went back to the States to be with his kid. So I don't know if he would be coming back, but they could continue with Roy, who's one of the players. They could continue with one of the other players. They could continue with Keely, with the lady who was owning the football club. There is a lot. Yeah.
Ted Lasso season 4 is coming.
Babe? Ted Lasso season 4? Thank you. He's going to do his research. Cool. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. Well, now that makes me skeptical. But either way. And someone said something about White Collar in the
Katie said White Collar is supposed to be coming back soon.
I would be hyped to see that. because I feel like they were doing well.
And Tommy said Yellowstone was good. Travis, before you go, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a prank on me?
Probably.
No, that was my icon. I don't know why
Okay.
it's under yours.
Well, so for whatever reason, I
It
never changed
replaces
my
all of them.
icon. Normally, yeah, if you replace it, it replaces all of them. And
Oh,
just so you know, I was on Young Kings Wrestling with TC and Reek and turned my camera off, and now I've done it with you.
I was,
And that
yeah,
is an
when
unfortunate picture for a white man to put up,
On a podcast with two black men. Yeah. Yeah.
two
or
black
for
men.
both of you. Well,
Yeah.
Reek and TC on Young Kings Wrestling the first time I
Oh,
saw it, and now here.
I was
So,
like, wait a second.
because normally it's just Travis's thing, and I'm like, all right, whatever Travis had, cool, no problem. And then I did that, and I got up to go get a drink, and I came back, and I was like, oh, fuck me.
No, that was mine. He's also holding the fortune teller thing in front of him.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
when
no.
I turned my mic off earlier to go close the curtains, because as Citizen also just informed me, there were shots fired up the block. I turned off my camera and I was like, why is it not my thing? But
Because it was mine. Because when you change it, it changes all of them.
gotcha. That's dumb. Not you. Just
We're all logged in under the same thing.
Because they're all
if you
logged in
change
on
it-
the same thing. So yeah, when you change it, it's gonna just change it.
Yep.
Gotcha. Anywho, but no, it's not a prank, Matt. It's just unfortunate timing.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, now I know.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
Well,
like, Travis
that's
did
cool.
this to fuck with me. He didn't know I was going to be on Kings Wrestling, but I feel like he knew somehow. And this is like him. He's like, I'm going to get him.
Here's the thing: I would do that if I had known you were going to be on Young Kings Wrestling, but I didn't know you were doing that. So
Oh yeah.
that does track. It is something that I would do. You're right, but I did not this time. This time it wasn't me.
Okay. It wasn't. Okay, Shaggy. What was your favorite series finale?
Oh, yeah, we know with most shows, it's it's hard to stick the landing, but I think Breaking Bad did it. And
I
also
heard that was a good one.
it is. Another one. It might sound a bit controversial, and it's not going to matter to Matt anyway. But The Office. Here's the thing. Say what you want about the last season of The Office, which even if it's the worst season of The Office, it was still better than pretty much everything else on television. But the finale fucking nailed it. You got Michael Scott back in the building. You had the White's wedding and all that, and the funny thing with Kelly and Ryan running off and leaving the baby behind with Nelly and all that shit. Yeah, not that Nelly, Matt. The whole thing was just they really did nail it there. But the one I think really nailed it was Parks and Rec. Like that was one when it was over, you were just like, did I just shed a single thug tear here?
I'll give you that. I did not, for whatever reason, I did not fuck with The Office, but I really fucked with Parks and Rec.
Yeah. The finale of Parks and Rec, that was the one. When I think of good finales, I think of Parks and Rec.
I understood Ron Swanson.
I'm quite the Ron guy as well. I get it. My favorite thing was the whole episode with him and Chris with the burger thing, when he was just like, yeah, Chris did all this stuff to make his turkey burger so great, and then Ron comes like, this is a beef burger, put ketchup on it if you want. And they all be like, yeah, this is better. It's just like, yeah, it is. But yeah, that's the one for me. What about y'all out there? What series finale do you think is the one that really nailed it? Let us know right there in the comments, because we want to hear what you got to say.